Girl, you know you better watch out. Some guys, they always want that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing, that thing. I don't remember that whole song. And I listened to it today. I can't even remember who sings it. Is that Lauryn Hill or something like that? She got that kind of like raspy. Oh, you know you better watch out. Some guys, they only wanna something. That thing, that thing, that thing. Something like that. I don't know. Here we go. What do you think, Wednesday? Hey everybody, it's Cain. As you know, it's August 1st, 2017, and it's time for a What Do You Think Wednesday. Today I'm kind of switching it up. One way I'm switching it up is I'm standing instead of sitting, so that'll probably get more hand motions and jivey jumping and just overall getting really hyped for no reason. Secondly, I'm by myself, so that's kind of awkward. Looking into the camera is new to me, and that's one of the things I'm working on, and hopefully as time goes by I get better, not only with all my shooting and editing, but as well as just interaction with y'all. Today I'm going to talk about the topic of procrastination, which is hits home for me pretty dang hard. I didn't used to always be a procrastinator, but ironically, when I started to procrastinate, I guess it took me a long time to start procrastinating, but man, when I got there, I'm stuck in it pretty hard. Which I think is kind of funny, because I wasn't always this way. I didn't always procrastinate, and I blame school for it. Not necessarily public school, I just went to public school, but I blame school for it because of many reasons, but I'll get into it. Basically, when I was younger, I always wanted to get done like the first person to be done, the best person to be done. I like gung-hoed on everything. And I've tried to do everything to the best of my ability. Even if I knew it wasn't going to be that great comparative to others, it didn't really matter to me. I was just there to prove that I was going to be the first one to get it done, and at least attempt to be the best one to get it done. Which in my head, I was always the best one, even though I probably wasn't. But that kind of like false confidence as a kid, I think a lot of people have. But as the grades started going up, and I was actually getting less and less challenged in school, and this is going to start sounding kind of, I guess, narcissistic and conceited to a certain degree, but I wasn't challenged in school whatsoever. So I slowly realized once I hit middle school, like 5th, 6th, and 7th grade, once I got into there, I could basically do nothing. I could wait till the day it was turned in, or the night before it was turned in, and do it all and still make really good grades. So it didn't really bother me that I was, procrastinating. Procrastination is the act, procrastinating would be the past tense. You get what I'm saying. So I tried many different things to try to change my mindset, even in middle school, to do it, but I never got around to going back to the old me where I tried to get stuff done right when I got it. That was one of the harder things to actually do, was to try to get work done. And I used to get huge projects, and man, I would wait until like the night before, 2 nights before, to even think about what I was trying to do. And my parents used to get so mad at me because sometimes when you had to go get school supplies or stuff for the actual project, we'd be out the night before trying to find everything we needed, and it was a wreck. But I never got bad grades. I remember multiple like book reports and stuff that I did, just reading the back synopsis of the book and then boom, doing it off of that. I did most of my high school projects that way. I rarely read books in school. I still read, and I read stuff today, but I don't really read stories. A lot of stuff I read is like articles or weird documentaries of things. Like, I don't know, it's just like weird sciencey stuff, or I read a lot of stuff about food. As we all know, I really like food, but oh man, food. Anyway, that was one of my harshest, steps, was trying to get back into the old me that would try to get stuff done. With all that being said, I still worked hard, so that's very confusing. It's like I procrastinated on large scale things. Small scale things like homework and stuff like that, I did in school because I wouldn't have to do them at home. I literally, from like 5th grade on, besides large projects, never had homework. I never did it at the house. I always just either did it at school in my classes, in the next class, or in study hall if I had it, wherever. I never brought homework home. I always did it at school because I always wanted to do other stuff when I'm at home. When I was in school, I was fine. I was doing schoolwork. When I was at home, I was home. I wanted to be doing stuff that I could do at home. Playing with my friends when I was younger. That makes it seem like I don't have friends now. That sounds bad now. But, like, I was a huge gamer, still a huge gamer. I try to be, even with Tig. It's just certain things like that I didn't want to give up. So I worked really hard while I was at school. So I wasn't a full procrastinator, so to speak, but on large scale events or instances, those would be the times that I would always wait to the last freaking minute. But I never got punished for it. So in my head, I was like, I can just keep doing this forever. And I did, as far as forever as my school career goes. I procrastinated everything. And I still do it now on large scale events. Like this whole channel, me trying to learn and grow as a cinematographer, so to speak, because I love to actually shoot footage and edit it. That's not just myself or my family or anything like that. I've waited so long. Like day 1 and 2 on this channel was a year before day 3 even happened. And day 3 only happened because I promised my sister that I would do it if we went on vacation with them to the Dominican Republic. So it's kind of one of those things where I was like, I really have to be held accountable for it, and I can't get my own mindset to make myself accountable for it. So it's really, really annoying. And I know what I'm doing and when I'm doing it, but I can't stop it. Like my brain will not allow me to just go ahead and do it. So I've slowly took steps to try to make more content, as even if it's not, the best that I can make, it's at least content, and that's a start for me. And I'm thinking that as long as I keep managing little increments of content more and more and more, I can eventually get better at this, better at talking into the camera, better at talking to everyone else, and just really, get better at everything. I like to grow. I don't like to... Somebody's messaged me. Get out of here. Cori, if you're watching, wrote in my video. But I really like to grow as a person. I've always said I have the, eternal student mind kind of thing. Like, I always want to learn, I always want to get better. I always want to meet people, exchange different ideas, see different perspectives and stuff like that, because the world isn't flat, so you might as well get out there and walk around it. You know what I mean? So that's something that I'm trying to do. And that's just a short, brief description of procrastination for me. Did it through college. College, I actually maybe got punished a little bit. Like I actually got some like B's in school. I know, super nerdy. But it just put more stress on me, and I don't want stress at all. So I'm trying to go into my actual regular day job, and not procrastinating, trying to get stuff done so I don't have as much stress on myself whenever I come home, so I'm not stressed here. And as well, just with the whole videos and YouTube and social media and stuff like that, I'm just trying to use small increments over time and increase it. And so maybe, it turns into something more. I'm only really getting into it so I can try to make myself better at doing things. Even communication, interviewing and talking to other people is a big skill set that I like and want to improve on myself. But the main thing I want to get out of this is being more creative, getting more creative, and just killing that dark side of me that's such a procrastinator that I won't do it. And my biggest excuse ever is because it's not perfect, or I can't make it perfect yet. We'll have to wait and we'll have to make it perfect then. That's what I'm trying to kill and get rid of. Like, I shouldn't wait. There's no way. There's no perfect time. You shouldn't wait for like the perfect storm to happen. It's not happening. The only time stuff will happen is if you get out there and do it. That's what I feel like. That's what I've always been, told or observed from other people. Even if you get out there and fail, you've learned something from it. It's not really failure. You've gained knowledge from doing it. And that's what I hope. Even if I fail at this, I'm going to move on to something different. If that fails, move on to something different. But each time I'm going to try to learn and maybe stop slowly procrastinating doing it. So this is number 4, and I hope to keep doing them every week, as well as, doing more day vlogs, even special videos, movies and stuff like that. If I can bring them on here, that's something that I really hope to bring, and I really hope some of y'all enjoy some of this interaction with the people I talk to, myself, me and my family, anything. If you have any ideas for stuff you'd like to see or stuff we'd like to talk about on What Do You Think Wednesday, shoot me a comment, let me know. Any ideas are decent ideas, even if I turn them down because they're terrible, which is contradictory, but it's okay because it's my opinion versus your opinion, and this is my channel versus your viewership. But that's going to be the constant back and forth. I didn't really like that, but I still said it. I'm gonna keep it in. It's whatever. So this is something that I've always struggled with, and maybe you struggled with it too. I know many of my friends are procrastinators, and maybe that's also a problem I shouldn't do. Like, maybe I shouldn't surround myself with other procrastinators because they kind of just like reinforce my bubble to be a procrastinator. Because when I'm like, I've got that project I need to do, but it's not due until Friday, and they're like, yeah, we got time, plenty of time. When if I had a different, skill set maybe of people around me, they might be like, you might want to get it done because you don't know, what else is going to come down the pipeline, or maybe you want to get other stuff done, or because you got it done earlier, you can make it better. I mean, there's just so many different aspects of it that I wish I could improve on and get rid of in my own right so that I can be better at it. And one last thing, I just made like a dang, made a dang, Anchorman news entry or something like that. That's crazy. So that way, this is just a little insight into what I'm getting into here for this channel. I'm mainly here for me to grow and to get better at the things that I want to get better at, and document my time doing it, and that way I can see my growth whenever I look back on these videos. Like, I started here, but I ended up here, and I really wanted to be here. And I don't even know if you can see this could be off camera, but hey, I just want to be on the top of the mountain and only be halfway up. What do you think about procrastination? Let me know.